Hello everybody, this is Gebo the Shaman, and today I just thought I'd do like a kind of a video about the runes, and I've been thinking about, the runes, and just got done watching a certain video from somebody that really got me thinking about those and how we can really learn from them. So the runes that we are analyzing today are Isa, which is this one, Nauthij, which is this one, and Gebo. So Gebo, which is that one. So, so it's interesting when we look at the runes. I was thinking about this today. What can I learn from the rune Gebo? Well, I immediately thought, it's basically it's the rune Isa and the rune Gebo are basically it's the rune Gebo is two of the Isa, so it's like two lines coming together. So this would represent you. So let's just start with the basics first. So what does Isa represent? Isa represents you. It's your identity, your personality, your ego, your human self, basically. That's you. And it's it's basically represents you and everything about you. So there's that. Now, because I was like trying to analyze like money and like, what we all like, what I could learn from the runes in regards to money in particular. So we have the rune Nauthij. This is the rune Nauthij, and this rune basically, you can see it's the rune Isa, right? It has that one line, and then it has the line going through it. So this represents need, but it also represents not having something, not like it would represent so basically for these purposes it represents need. And then we have the rune Gebo. So we have the rune Gebo, which is this one. So I was thinking, analyzing these, I was like, how, so Gebo, I guess I should explain what Gebo means. So Gebo means a free exchange of energy. It's mutual, giving and receiving. It's giving and receiving, mutually receiving and mutually giving energy. This is like resources, energy, all that stuff. So money, this has to do with like money, because what is money? It's just energy. At the end of the day, it's just energy. So we have ourself, and then we have our need for money, and then we have the mutual exchange of money, the mutual exchange of energy. So so this Nauthij rune, basically it represents not having things, not having what you need. And so it's like the rune Isa was just stricken through. So what does this tell us? This tells us that if we don't have what we need, well, basically it tells us that we are all we need. Isa, the identity, that is all we need. You know, we are, that's all we need in this life. We are, you know, whole and complete within ourselves, and we can have the internal resources to figure things out, to create this mutual exchange of energy. So we have basically ourselves, and we have the need, the perceived need for things outside of ourselves. We have the perceived need for things outside of ourselves, but it's really our, you know, we are whole and complete within ourselves. And so then we have the rune Gebo. And what does this mean? So I kind of you know, it's two Isa runes coming together. You know, we have the Isa rune and Isa rune, so those coming together forms this mutual exchange of energy, right? And so, you know, when we it's interesting, you know, so this is really like empowering, because the Nauthiz rune tells us that we are all we need, and we can generate the resources that we need externally. We can do that internally. We are capable, we are self-sufficient, we are more capable and more resourceful than we give ourselves credit for. So, you know, and this is basically, so this is basically saying that we don't have enough, we don't have what we need. And all we need is ourselves. And if you see here, the difference between this and this is if I just like kind of put this on an angle, you can see kind of how it, I'm trying to do this in the camera. You see how these are very similar, but this one is has like equal parts to it. This one has unequal parts to it. So this one is feeling like our needs aren't getting met, right? This one is feeling like our needs aren't getting met because we need. And so this one is the mutual exchange of energy. So this one is basically, you know, so it's, you see how there's two runes here, but two, you know, intersecting Isa runes. Anyway, I guess the main point of that is we feel like, so if this is another Isa rune here, right here, going across, we feel like people are coming up short, and they're not, you know, giving us what we need. There's a unequal exchange here. This represents like kind of codependency and feeling like people can't satisfy you, can't fulfill your needs, and that is true, you know? So, so when we go from this to this, we have basically, I feel like this is putting all of our needs on others, and kind of feeling like, we're relying on other people to fill our needs, because we're trying to get this, but we're only having this, so it comes up short. But another thing that I realized is that this is two Issa runes leaning on each other. So this represents two people leaning on each other, representing that this represents that not only, like, so I guess this is another thing too. This could represent you, this little tiny one, almost like a person here carrying like an infant or something. That basically represents that you're not feeling like you're enough. But when we have this kind of interdependence here, we realize that we can stand on our own 2 feet, and but it's like there's an equal exchange here. Like both parties are equally contributing. Both parties have something to give. Both parties realize that they have something to contribute, and that we can, that, like, that we can basically what I'm trying to say is that we're all different, and we're all different, and we're all unique, and we all contribute something different to other people. And so other people contribute something different and special and unique to us. So for example, someone who farms, and someone who does, like, someone who farms vegetables, and someone who farms cattle, they do different things, but they come together and they exchange their resources, and it's mutually beneficial. So this kind of interdependence, this is kind of like relying on others, but also realizing that you have something to contribute to. So, it's, yeah. So basically the rune, the rune Nautish, the rune of need. I like my analysis that this was actually you. You felt like you were, this small being, and you couldn't, and like, remember, there's no groundedness. There's, this one seems, this Issa seems grounded, but this one just kind of seems like he's floating, floating there. So if we think about it that way, so this really is a dependence on others, a need for other people. But when we're grounded in ourselves, when we realize that we can come up with the resources that we need to do what we need to do and to live the lives that we want to have, we go from this rune to this rune. So it's I don't know, those are just some thoughts, and really it's about empowerment and figuring out how you can best provide for yourself and have this while you have this simultaneously. So the Gebo and Isa. So those were just some thoughts, and of course if I put these runes all together, if we go from let's see here, if we go from Isa, okay, I'll put that on this side, to Nauthej, so we basically discover our identity, and we want like other people to see us and we have our needs, our interpersonal needs and all that. And then we have we have these two, the I and the N, and then we have Gebo here. Oh, let's just do that. So we have Ing, so yeah. So then we have, so that makes this rune, which is basically Ingwaj. And this is two Gebo runes coming together, or you could see it as like a collective of Isa runes coming together, or it could also be two Kenaj runes, or two Kenaj runes. Anyway, interesting stuff, just analyzing the meanings and the significances of the runes and stuff like that. But Ingwaj is the internal fire, so this is, I would say this is like, this is really connecting deep down to your essence and to the ancestors and to, all kinds of things. It's internal fire, so it kind of, that's interesting. It kind of represents your soul, so I'm not going to go into depth about that, but yeah, you'll have to I'll have to think about that one. But yeah, guys, I guess this was my rant, or my not really sure what this was, but yeah, if it helped you, that's all that matters. And yeah, if it helped you, that's great. So I guess the point is, that we do need others. However, we can generate our own resources from ourselves, and but the thing is, so we need others, but at the same time, others need us. So if you think about it that way, others need us. Others need our talents, our resources, our the special things that we have to offer. Others need that. It adds to the world. Just like I was browsing TikTok the other day, and I don't like to be on there a lot, just because 99% of it is just BS nonsense. But you know, there was a girl there, and she was, I could tell, like, living from her soul. She was doing her thing. She was just enjoying life, and singing these beautiful songs and playing guitar and stuff like that. And it was amazing. I was like, holy crap, So basically, the point is live from your soul and do what makes you happy. And when you do what makes you happy, everything will come into alignment. Everything will come into alignment. And when others see that you're doing things that make you happy, they'll want to help you in that. And there's things that you could give them. Like, for example, this girl didn't really know the joy and the good feelings that she was bringing to me, but she was just playing guitar. She was just doing her thing, But it's really, like, it was really inspiring for me to see that and stuff. So, it's so just just doing you, just being you, just being your authentic self is all that you need to do. And when you do that, when you live from your soul, then you will, because the truth is, we all have something special to share with the world. So when we're living from our eternal essence, then we can share that with the world. We share that with the world, and the world sees that, and the world reciprocates, and it gives us resources. And this is the world that we live in. So alright, guys, so anyway, I hope you got something out of this. This was just me ranting. I have a terrible headache today, so my blinds are closed, and I'm just kind of, you don't see the light on me like on my other videos and stuff, just because my eyes can't handle that. But anyway, I hope you guys got something out of this, and hope I was helpful to you in whatever way I was. And yeah, thank you. We'll talk to you later. Peace.